Welcome back to the Cave of Wonders, Dreamwalkers. I am your Sith Lord Callous for Lord Callous TV, and this is another Callous recap and review. Now, Hera is in trouble, so the Bad Batch are heading back to Ryloth in episode 12, entitled Rescue on Ryloth. Now, let's talk about it. So after taking last week off from following the Bad Batch to focus on developing the story of Ryloth and its people, Clone Force 99 returns this week to help save Hera and the Syndulas from the Empire. The episode begins with Admiral Rampart chastising his prisoners, Cham, Eleni, and Gobi. But the Syndulas remind him that Hera is still free, and so long as she remains free, the young Twi'lek will be a thorn in his side. We see Clone Captain Hauser's reluctance to blindly follow the Admiral's orders in this episode, and of course we learn that Hera and Omega's bond from the previous week paid off in a big way. In fact, Omega actually gave Hera Clone Force 99's private comm channel to contact them in case of an emergency. Which of course she does, and while Hunter and the others aren't keen on trying to save the planet from the clutches of the Empire, Omega believes that freeing the Syndulas is worth the fight. The Batch concedes and they arrive on Ryloth to meet up with Hera in Cham's old hideout. But before they agree to help, they want to see what they're up against, so they head out for a bit of recon. There they notice Crosshair is involved in the military occupation of the planet, similar to Raxus. But things get worse for the Batch when they're spotted by an Imperial probe droid that alerts the Empire of their presence. Now, Hunter wants to call off the mission and save only Hera, but Omega pleads with her brother to change his mind. She and Hera come up with a plan, and the Batch agree to execute that plan. This scene does well to highlight the importance of family for both Hera and Omega. It also reinforces the connection between the two. Omega doesn't have any friends outside of her brothers, so it's cool to see her bonding with Hera in this way. And we know that we'll likely see more of these two together in the future. So Omega, Hera, Wrecker, and Tech try to create a diversion at the Empire's refinery complex to allow Hunter and Echo to get inside the capital to save the Syndulas. Chopper is part of that diversion team, and naturally he gets himself into a bit of trouble. But Omega uses this to her strategic advantage. The two girls steal a ship, and Hera's unorthodox piloting skills are on full display. Even Tech is amazed or confused by her style of flight. Hunter and Echo manage to free the Syndulas and Gobi, but Crosshair realizes that the attack on the refinery complex is a diversion, and he orders a squad to remain in the capital to prevent the Batch from escaping with their newly freed prisoners. And if not for Captain Hauser, Crosshair would have succeeded. Despite his inhibitor chip, the captain warns Hunter that he is walking into an ambush and instead gives him an alternative means for escape. Hauser is now in open rebellion and faces those charges like a true soldier. He recognizes the difference between the Republic and this newly formed empire and refuses to fight for the corrupt regime. He encourages his brothers to stand with him, and some do before they are arrested for treason. Now the Syndulas and the Batch are safely away, and Hunter refuses to take payment for this mission. As the rebellion seems to be piecing itself together, he knows the freedom fighters will need the money in the near future. Who knows where they'll end up, maybe the same place as Senator Singe. But Rampart recognizes that he has underestimated Clone Force 99. He even seems to admire them. Unfortunately, he also knows they will never join the Empire. So when Crosshair offers to hunt them down, he agrees. And that is where this story ends. Now with the close of this episode, we should be in the last arc of the season. Typically the arcs are around 4 episodes each. So I'm very curious to see if we'll get a Crosshair redemption or if his service to the Empire will carry over into the next season, assuming his redemption isn't a self-sacrifice. I'd also like to see Caleb Doom return in this final arc, but that really depends on what they choose to do with Hera. It would be hard to put the two of them on screen together, considering they were supposed to meet for the first time in A New Dawn. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're new here to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Then like and share this video and join the Dreamwalkers on our galactic YouTube journey. Now I'd like to thank my channel members John Matrix, Rhodes Rants, Biggles Metz, Callisto Arcus, Keaton Haas, Drunk 3PO, Lord Vito, Daryl the Derelict, Rob Heaston, RC from the NYC, and Ord's Board. Thank you so much for your support. Always remember that peace is a lie. There's only passion. Through passion I gain strength, and through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory, and through victory my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. That is why I do what I love. And I hope you love what I do. This has been a Callous recap and review. Until next time.